Hey, Lamau, what up, gamers? It's your boy Rock Smash back at you again on the YouTubes. Please pardon my disheveled form, as it is nearly 3 in the morning as I am recording this. I need help. The release date for Pokemon Unite has finally been announced, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone when I say... July 21st. Thank Arceus. Yes, the game is finally coming out here next week on July 21st, and I couldn't be more stoked. Before the game comes out officially, I want to continue highlighting the Pokemon that will be playable at launch, as well as some of the other game mechanics as well. This video is by no means an in-depth breakdown of any specific character and their movesets and item combinations, as I don't yet have quite enough experience with MOBAs to see penis right away. This video will, however, be helpful to you if perhaps you did play the beta but can't read Japanese, or perhaps you're just now learning about this up-and-coming smash hit. In this video, we'll go over Alolan Ninetails, Absol, Crustle, Garchomp, and Mr. Mime. I want to cover basic attacks, abilities, learned moves, and Unite moves for now. In future videos, I want to do more in-depth breakdowns of specific combos of moves, items, and more, but for now, this intro is getting a little too long, so start the video already. Okay, jeez. Let's start things off with that adorable Alolan Ninetails. Alolan Ninetails' basic attack is long range. Its passive ability, Snow Warning, causes it to snow, damaging enemies and lowering their movement speeds. Attacking causes you to throw snow at enemies. Hitting an enemy multiple times will freeze them for a brief period. At level 1, choose between either Powder Snow or Icy Wind. Powder Snow attacks with a chilly gust of powdery snow, decreasing the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when it hits. Its cooldown is 5 seconds. Icy Wind is a ranged attack that attacks with a gust of freezing air, decreasing the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when it hits. The cooldown is 8 seconds. At level 3, choose the other move. At level 4, choose between either Avalanche or Dazzling Gleam. Avalanche is an area attack that attacks with a gush of chilly ice toward the designated area. The ice forms a wall that cannot be passed through on land. After a short time, this wall melts and collapses, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. The cooldown is 7 seconds. Dazzling Gleam is a hindrance attack. This move attacks with a powerful cone of blinding light, leaving opposing Pokemon unable to act when this move hits. The cooldown is 7.5 seconds. At level 6, choose either Blizzard or Aurora Veil. Blizzard is a ranged attack. This summons a howling blizzard in front of the user, decreasing the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time and shoving nearby Pokemon. When the blizzard hits an obstacle, it splits and spreads out to the left and right. The cooldown for Blizzard is 11 seconds. Aurora Veil is a buff. This creates an aurora around the user that reduces damage received by the user and ally Pokemon in the area of effect. It also increases the user's movement speed and makes all of their basic attacks boosted while this move is in effect. Aurora Veil's cooldown is 13 seconds. At level 9, Alolan Ninetails gets access to its Unite move, Snow Globe. Snow Globe attacks with chilly snow and ice, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect when it hits. This deals increased damage to opposing Pokemon that are frozen. Up next, we have the critical hit king, Absol. Absol's basic attacks are short range. Its passive ability, Super Lucky, increases the likelihood that its attacks will deal critical hit damage. At level 1, choose between either Feint or Slash. Feint is a dash attack. This has the user dash in an arc that attacks opposing Pokemon that they come in contact with. This move ignores the defense stat and any shield effects of opposing Pokemon, dealing true damage. The cooldown of Feint is 8 seconds. Slash is a melee attack. When using Slash, you have an increased chance of doing critical hit damage. The cooldown of Slash is 6 seconds. At level 5, choose between either Night Slash or Pursuit. Night Slash is a dash attack. This slashes in an outward arc, lowering the movement speed of opposing Pokémon hit for a short time. If used again, this increases the user's critical hit rate and has the user dash to the designated location, dealing damage to the opposing Pokémon they come in contact with. Pursuit is also a dash attack. This has the user dash to the designated location and quickly charge an opposing Pokémon with the next basic attack. If the basic attack lands from behind, its damage is increased and this move's cooldown is reduced. The cooldown of Pursuit is 5 seconds. At level 7, choose between either Psycho Cut or Sucker Punch. Psycho Cut is a melee attack. This fires out a cut in a line in front of you. Pokémon hit by this have their movement speed reduced temporarily. The damage output of the next 3 basic attacks used are increased. The cooldown of Psycho Cut is 7 seconds. Sucker Punch is a hindrance move. This attack targets a single Pokémon, slowing both the target and Absol's speeds. If Absol suffers damage while performing Sucker Punch, this will cause knockback to the target Pokémon. The cooldown for Sucker Punch is 7 seconds. Absol's Unite move is Midnight Slash, an area of effect attack. This unleashes a flurry of slashes in front of the user. This move ends by unleashing powerful blades of energy, dealing increased damage to opposing Pokémon and shoving them. Cruising in next, we have Crustle. Crustle's basic attacks are short range. Its passive ability, Sturdy, causes its defense and special defense to go up as its HP goes down. At level 1, choose between either Rock Slide or Fury Cutter. Rock Slide is an area of effect attack. This drops large rocks on the designated area. When this move hits, it deals damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and leaves them unable to act for a short time. The cooldown of Rock Slide is 6 seconds. Fury Cutter is a melee attack that slashes opposing Pokémon with claws, dealing damage to them. Hitting the same opposing Pokémon multiple times in succession with this move increases the damage dealt. The cooldown for Fury Cutter is 3.5 seconds. At level 4, choose between either Rock Tomb or Shell Smash. Rock Tomb is an area of effect attack. This attack splits open the ground toward the designated area, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and creating a barricade of rock. If used again, it gets rid of the barricade. The cooldown is 5 seconds. Shell Smash is a buff. This has the user smash their shell, converting a set percentage of defense and special defense into attack and special attack, and increasing the user's movement speed for a short time. The cooldown for Shell Smash is 7 seconds. At level 6, choose either Stealth Rock or X-Scissor. Stealth Rock is an area of effect attack that throws many small rocks. When a rock hits an opposing Pokémon, or when the rocks have flown their full distance, a zone of many levitating rocks is created, dealing slowly increasing damage over time to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. Stealth Rock's cooldown is 8 seconds. X-Scissor is a melee attack. This has the user dash forward with crossed claws, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon multiple times and shoving them back. This leaves the opposing Pokémon unable to act if they hit an object when shoved. The cooldown for X-Scissor is 8 seconds. Crustle's Unite move is Rubble Rouser, a buff. This first grants the user a shield before dealing damage over time to nearby opposing Pokémon and leaving them unable to act. If the user receives damage while this move is in effect, the move deals additional hits to nearby opposing Pokémon. Next, let's take a look at the Land Shark Garchomp. Garchomp's basic attacks are short range. Its passive ability, Rough Skin, makes it so that when taking melee damage, you deal a portion of that damage back to the attacking Pokémon. At level 1, choose either Bulldoze or Sand Attack. Bulldoze is an area attack. This has the user stomp down on the ground, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. The cooldown is 5 seconds. Sand Attack is a debuff. This hurls sand at opposing Pokémon, narrowing their field of vision and increasing the user's movement speed and basic attack speed when it hits. The cooldown for Sand Attack is 6 seconds. At level 6, choose either Dig or Dragon Claw. Dig is a dash attack. This has the user move quickly underground and jump out when they come in contact with an opposing Pokémon. dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and knocking them up into the air. If this move is used inside of Earthquake's area of effect, the ground will split open in the wake of the user, widening this move's area of effect. The cooldown for Dig is 9 seconds. Dragon Claw is a melee attack. This has the user attack in 2 parts while dashing forward. The first attack deals damage to opposing Pokémon and throws them up in the air. The second deals increased damage and increases the user's basic attack speed. The cooldown for Dragon Claw is 5 seconds. At level 8, choose either Earthquake or Dragon Rush. Earthquake is of course an area of effect attack. This has the user jump into the air and crash forcefully to the ground, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. The cooldown is 7 seconds. Dragon Rush is a dash attack. This has the user dive into the designated direction, shoving back opposing Pokémon. The cooldown is 5 seconds. Garchomp's Unite move is Livid Outrage, a melee attack. This has the user unleash a powerful chain attack while dashing forward. The final attack throws opposing Pokémon into the air, but also leaves the user unable to act for a short time. Last and certainly not least, let's take a look at Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's basic attacks are short-ranged. Its passive ability, Filter, reduces the damage taken after you use a move. At level 1, choose either Fake Out or Light Screen. Fake Out is a melee attack that makes the user slap its hands together, shoving opposing Pokémon in front of Mr. Mime back. The cooldown of Fake Out is 7 seconds. Light Screen is a hindrance move. This creates a wall of light in the designated area that prevents opposing Pokémon from passing through it. Its cooldown is 8 seconds. At level 4, choose either Confusion or Psychic. Confusion is a ranged attack. It attacks straight in front of the user, dealing damage to opposing Pokémon and shoving them back. Confusion's cooldown is 6 seconds. Psychic is a buff. Psychic pairs well with a move that Mr. Mime learns at level 6, Guard Swap. Psychic centers a telekinetic blast on both the user and any guard-swapped opposing Pokémon, damaging all opposing Pokémon caught in the blasts and lowering their special defense for a short time. If an opposing Pokémon is hit by multiple overlapping blasts, that Pokémon is also left unable to act for a short time. The cooldown for Psychic is 6 seconds. At level 6, choose between either Barrier or Guard Swap. Barrier is a hindrance move. This creates a translucent wall that prevents opposing Pokémon from passing through. This move's cooldown begins only after 2 walls have been placed. The cooldown for Barrier is 2 seconds. Guard Swap is a debuff. This move temporarily swaps the user's defense and special defense stats with those of another Pokémon when it hits. Swapping with an opposing Pokémon deals damage over time to them, and decreases their movement speed while increasing the user's movement speed for a short time. Swapping with an ally Pokémon increases their movement speed for a short time. Guard Swap's cooldown is 4.5 seconds. Mr. Mime's Unite move, Showtime, is an area of effect attack. This has the user jump to the designated location and start a pantomime performance, dealing damage over time to opposing Pokémon in the area of effect and stunning them for a short time. And that's it for these 5 Pokémon. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. If you'd like to be kept in the loop on my upcoming Pokémon Unite content, please hit that subscribe button as well. Also, if you want to hang out and chat with me in real time, stop on over to my Twitch channel and drop a follow there too. I stream almost every day of the week.
No, it's not gonna happen, buddy. Yeah! Got him! Got him! And what does R do? Oh, whoa, that like lines them all up. Oh, that's really cool. That attack puts them all in a row.